And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move left. Laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 54. Sugar.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. On 2nd down, here's Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Now they set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Punch right, punch right, punch right. Set. Green 80. Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Hank, 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 Hank. Green, set.
Bortles will try again on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's all right. Move.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
On the right. Right. Hey, it's right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for New England. 45 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 42 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. Message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
Green 80. Green 80. 76. Green attack.
Bortles now on 1st down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And he'll go around the 23-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Okay. 11.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And Leemo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one left side caught by Berrios. He's still barreling through. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 52 yards. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
Ready?
They'll come out in the pistol. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hey, 54, Ricky. 11.
Bortles now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Sunday.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Spread left. Shut. 380. Hank. Green is good.
On 1st down, Bortles. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
372. Lucy.
Throwing is Bortles. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lucy. Hey, 54, Ricky. Hank.
Here's Bortles to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Hey, slow down. Lucy. 372.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Brady now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the lead. And it's up and good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder,
11.
Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
372.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he comes back with one complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's all right.
Again, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this will be caught at the 30. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Spread right, snap.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike 39, Lucy.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. So the Patriots coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
54. 54.
On first down, Brady. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Fight. 31. Stop.
Brady again here on second and 10. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. We have hit halftime. Still two. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. Throwing on first down. Brady gets it to Gordon, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Right back to him on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Goes underneath here to White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hank.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
372. Hey, spread left. Lucy.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down. Bortles now on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
39, Lucy.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. This will be caught inside the 10s. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatch.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian Jenkins from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 21-17. Here's Leemo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 27. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
66. On the right. Sugar. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Wait 20! Wait 20! 54!
So after the INT, it's Brady. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 50 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Spread left. Spread left. Green 80. Green 80.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brady now on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for New England. 48 yards.
Wide. Let's go, let's go.
On first and 10, here's Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
Regular. 29. Alpha. One play at a time now.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
29. Alpha.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
29. Alpha.
Shotgun now for Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
It's all right. Go left. Move. 29 is the mic.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. Oh, hurdle time. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's White. He's to the 10, and all the way down to the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
No time to shine. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now Brady has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman from 3 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Jaguars getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brady going to look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it